Hello everybody and welcome to Sunrise 75 channel. So today we will be talking about some women's issues in the Philippines as we celebrate the Women's Month for 2021 or the Women's Month celebration for 2021. Of course, we understand that the general theme is about making change work for women. That's from 2017 to 2022. And internationally, we're using this one as a sub-theme, the women in leadership, achieving an equal future in a COVID-19 world. And in the Philippines, the message of Women's Month celebration is Juana, laban sa pandemya, kaya. Para doon sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe sa aking channel, I'd like to invite you to please subscribe, to like and to share my videos so that you could also see the other videos to be uploaded on education, on travel, on business, and other explorations. Let's proceed. So, kung makikita ninyo, later on, yung iba't ibang mga issues na meron sa Pilipinas, no, makikita mo dyan ay pwedeng magdoble yung makikita mo dyan, ano? Kasi tiningnan natin yan sa iba't ibang mga sources. At yung purpose ng pagpapakita natin ito ay more or less magkaroon tayo ng info, no, ng update. At syempre sa ating mga programs, projects, and activities ay baka pwede natin siyang i-consider, no, sa national level, and then tingnan din natin kung nangyayari din yan sa ating mga localities. Itong mga issues na ito na pwedeng maging basihan natin later on sa ating mga paggawa ng God plan and budget, no, sa ating mga localities o kaya sa mga agencies or offices where we are. So, let's begin. Women's issues in the Philippines. The Philippines has a number of women in especially difficult circumstances. So, ang mga kababaihan in especially difficult circumstances are those women in armed conflict. Siguro sa ating lugar dahil hindi naman tayo malapit doon sa mga lugar na meron ng giyera o meron ng usual na conflict, hindi natin gaanong maranasan to. Pero nararanasan ito ng mga tao lalo na sa mga lugar na meron ng armed conflict, no? Armadong pakikibaka, armadong yung mga labanan, no? And we understand may mga lugar sa Pilipinas which are experiencing this one. Next, women victims of domestic violence. Lalo na ngayon, ano, na pandemic at maraming nawalan ng trabaho. And then syempre nag-stay sa bahay pag magkakasama kayo lagi, pag wala masyadong income, maraming pwedeng mangyari dyan, ano, na mga problems, no, na maaring mag-contribute pa dito sa issue na to on women as victims of domestic violence. Of course, ito, expectedly, no, tataas to. Makikita natin to sa data, especially if we're going to make a research on women in prostitution. At maaaring hindi lang yan sa women, ano, pati sa men. As you can see, for example, yung mga posts sa social media, no, nako, tingnan natin, pag-aralan natin yan. And then, of course, women in especially difficult circumstances, especially kung mga single, no? Mga single. Though masarap din maging single, pero syempre may mga challenges din yung pagiging single, no? So, leading up to and during the conference, many organizations had numerous issues to bring to the fore. And some of those issues are the following. Women's reproductive rights. Yan. So, etong mga to, makikita lang natin dito at kung gusto nating palalimin ay pwede tayong magbasa ng ganito mga issues, no, para mas malalim ang ating pananaw, ang ating pagtingin, ang ating kaalaman sa mga issues na to. Next, abduction of girls. What else? Poverty and economy. What else? Education and training, on health, and then violence, and even in the decision making. Yan. So, what are other women's issues? They vary, but some of these are included, and maybe it's the second time that you could see those issues, some of those issues. Example, women's sexual and reproductive health. Meron din tayo ng child care leave. So, we have to check what is this one. And then, domestic violence. Yan. Lalo na ngayon na pandemic at saka yung mga walang trabaho nga, nasa bahay, nako. Another issue ay yung equal pay for equal work, no? Yung sapat na sahod sa pinagpagura natin, pinagpagurang trabaho, marital law, and then welfare policies and education. What else? So, what's the most pressing issue on gender situation in the Philippines? Ito, ilan lang to sa mga pressing issues on gender situation in the Philippines. More than 10 million Filipino women still live in poverty. So 10 million, if we have like 108 million Filipinos, something like that, more or less, with rural and indigenous women being the most vulnerable. So 10 million of them still live in poverty, with rural and indigenous women being the most vulnerable. So kung tayo ngang may mga trabaho na nasa syudad, no, medyo nakakaranas pa rin, nakapusin, magkaroon ng mga challenges in terms of finances, how much more yung ating mga rural and indigenous women, no? Pwera pa yan sa ibang mga issues pa na pinag-uusapan natin. Kasama pa dyan mga domestic violence and more. Next, maternity mortality and access to reproductive health care services are among the most pressing concerns in the country. Alam nyo ba, accordingly, 11 women die every day due to pregnancy and childbirth-related causes. Ayan, naku. Maaring sa mga hindi masyadong makarelate dahil hindi nila concern yon. Pero syempre sa mga kababaihan, concern ito, no? Mga kalalakihan, makarelate baka kaagad dito sa mga. Kung tayo ay sensitive, no, at responsive na mga kalalakihan sa sitwasyon ng mga kababaihan, maaari. Pero kung medyo hindi tayo sensitive, in short, ano ba sa Filipino yan? Manhid sa sitwasyon ng mga kababaihan, bingi. Ay, nako, hindi natin naasahan yon. But of course, marami namang mga kalalakihan at present. Syempre, alam yung mga issues sa mga kababaihan. And supposedly, should not only become sensitive, but should also become responsive. Sensitive kasi parang alam mo lang, pero wala ka pa masyadong ginawa. Responsive kasi meron ka ng action na ginawa. Of course, we understand na maraming mga international instruments at saka mga national policies especially made for women. An example of that one is the Republic Act 9710 or the Magna Carta of Women. So this law is a comprehensive human rights law that protects, fulfills, promotes the rights of Filipino women, especially those in the marginalized sector. So with that, we understand marami pang mga batas na ginawa para sa mga kababaihan. May mga nagtatanong pala, bakit daw Magna Carta of Women, not for women? Kasi itong batas na to, ang mga provisions ng batas na to ay ginawa mismo ng mga kababaihan. So of women, hindi ginawa para sa mga kababaihan ng iba, no? Ginawa ito ng mga kababaihan mismo. Kaya of women, at hindi ginawa para sa kababaihan. Hindi siya Magna Carta for women. So, with all this information, ano ang pwede nating gawin sa mga actions na ginagawa natin ngayon, sa mga initiatives, sa mga advocacies in relation to working for gender equality and for the rights of women? Ayan. Ano ang pwede mong gawin with that information that you have now? Gusto kong batiin pala ang lahat ng mga focal persons sa SDO Marikina, sa lahat ng mga focal persons both for elementary and secondary, and of course sa mga coordinators namin sa elementary and secondary, kay Ma'am Raquel De Leon, Ana Raquel De Leon, at saka kay Ma'am Tet Maria Teresa de Guzman. So, watch out for other videos that we will be uploading. Thank you and bye for now.